Hello, hi there Geminis, welcome to my channel. My name is Bella and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic, and how I work with the help of my spirit guides. And I look at the energies, help you to navigate what's happening with your love life during that month so that you can make the best decisions, or to at least be prepared for what's going to happen also too. And if you'd like to have a private reading with me, my readings start from as little as $4.99, or perhaps you'd like to join me on my Facebook page where I give some live daily guidance there for free also too. All the links are just down below. So how does your month, your love life, what are the energies that are at play for you guys in this month that you need to be considering? So there's something coming full circle for you. So something that was lost is going to come back, or something that perhaps was a bit sticky seems to come back around. So just note that what goes around comes around a little bit also too, but something is coming round full circle. Okay, something has a beginning and something has an end, but something is coming back around, a bit like a boomerang. You throw it out there, it's coming back. That's how the first of this is coming. So expect perhaps an extra to show up. Perhaps you dated somebody, it wasn't going somewhere. I also get somebody about people in your lives that were traveling, then coming back also as well. Expect also that too. With your love life, things are going around, but also the other thing to add also with that is that when it does come back around, it's balance. So the balance is not off. You're not going to be re-hooking up, or find yourself in the relationship that you're in, where perhaps you were giving more than the other. You find that it balances it out. You think that things seem to come right and come fair for you. So for example, the other example my guides are giving me, because I have to do this in a very general way, is that for those of you, let's say, who are going through a divorce, things that are owed to you come back round to you. Things are resolved amicably and fair. There is justice in that kind of sense. So they are actually putting quite a bit of a focus on those of you who are perhaps going through that kind of separation, divorce, that things are done fairly. So you can resolve the anxiety if you're expecting that result to be in this month, or having to go to court this month, that is actually resolved for you very fairly. And what goes around comes around also in that scenario also too. And I think some of you will know exactly what I mean. I get here that a lot of this month is about that aspect. I get a lot of that also seems to come out about you guys knowing that because something goes full circle, that you are then at the middle of March beginning to know that you can choose and decide what direction you want to go with, whether you're single or whether you are in a new relationship. It just gives you some certainty basically to know which direction you would like to go. So I just get here that you find that you're balancing your connections really, really well. You're balancing yourself really, really well. You're taking a leap of faith on things. I get that too. I also get here for some Gemini males, in particular if you are dating more than one person, you are juggling it successfully, but my guides are saying here you do need to make a decision about taking a leap of faith on which one you want to proceed with basically. So that is coming out quite strongly for Gemini males to make a choice also as well, because what goes around comes around. So just be careful with that element because of this kind of circle boomerang element. Some of it's more positive than negative, but just need to give Gemini males, if you're in that scenario, a bit of a heads up also too. I think the other thing important, because this, particularly if you had somebody come back to you, there will be this temptation, because you're kind of very grateful if you've had somebody come back, let's say, in your life, that you just want to hold on to them and kind of lock yourself away with them. And just bear in mind, as lovely as that is, it could become quite smothering also, or very needy. So because that's coming out in the third week, that you're so happy and grateful, and almost like you don't want the bubble to burst, and it really is not going to burst, but you might burst it by smothering somebody. So there is that element also too coming in the third week for you guys when it comes to romance. So again, if you're dating somebody and you're new, or it doesn't even actually matter if you're with somebody you've been with long term, try not to smother them just because you're full of gratitude and happiness. Like, keep the balance, because the balance is there. You don't need to give too much to try to make sure that stays that way. You need to trust that they came back for a reason basically, or that the scenario came back for a reason also too. I mean, overall, I get that everything is fine. I get at the end of the month, you guys seem to be really thinking and reflecting and looking back at the road that you've travelled. It you know, particularly Gemini males, about the decision that you made. I get paid perhaps in that week you kind of thinking whether you did make the right decision, and you have. For those of you who went through a divorce, that's a time when you'll be thinking about the loss and the change, and thinking about things. You know, you're thinking things through, reflecting, and I think that's a positive, because when we do that, it's almost like resetting and learning from that, so that we can then move forward in how that shapes us as people. So do spend that time to have that reminiscing, to think about the road that you've travelled up until that date with your love life, because it seems important for you as people. But overall, the theme that I'm getting for you guys is something is coming full circle. Something goes your way, some balance and fairness gets brought back, you know, and you're fairly content this month. And the only negatives are to not smother, for those of you where you're so grateful and happy for something returning, that you don't suffocate it. So that's it really. I do hope that that's been helpful for you guys as you navigate the month of March regarding your love life. And I've been Bella, and I hope to see you all again next month. Take care.